Bonjour, it's Sandra Sallin, and today we're going to discuss French makeup and how fabulous it looks on all women. Um, I was recently watching some YouTube videos, and a number of them were about French makeup. So I started doing my own version and I started wearing it. I didn't mention it to anybody, but a couple of times in this past week, my husband said, "You look so pretty." And I thought, isn't that interesting? I haven't told him, but he's seeing a difference in my makeup. So I asked him, what was it about it that he liked? Why did he like my makeup? Or why did he like the way I looked? And he said, "You look so natural." And that's kind of the way the French, their attitude is, which is, I look wonderful. I'm perfect the way I am, and I don't need a lot of makeup, and I don't need to spend a lot of time on my makeup. I'm going to spend a lot of time on skincare and make sure that my skin is beautiful. And after that, I will just use a few things. And in fact, when asked, what they put on their skin, most will only say, only a little bit of Guerlain, a little bit of bronzer. Well, we're going to do a little bit, maybe a little bit more. So let's go. Let's start with the French do not think that they need, and they don't like foundations. They consider their skin rather perfect. I've only got I'd say I have three friends who don't wear any foundation, that their skin is so smooth and the color is so smooth. Mine is not like that. I need foundation. You can see I've got red things, and I've got a lot of scars. I've had about 35 surgeries for basal cell cancer. We'll get into that some other time. But I've had a lot of I've got a lot of lumps and bumps and different colors and stuff like that. So I do need foundation. I haven't found a tinted moisturizer that really works. They're all too yellow on me. I have a tough time even finding a foundation that works on me because I've got so much pink in my skin. So what I do is I put oil on my skin. I've cleansed my face. I've got oil on my skin. And then I put a drop. This is La Mer, and it's in the color Shell. I'll list everything in the Show More box. So I put a tiny bit of foundation on. And instead of using a brush, and I'm just really just kind of rubbing it into my skin. Maybe I've got too much on? Not sure. Okay, so I just take and I rub it into my skin so that it's really in there, and I cover my eyes and pretend like this is tinted moisturizer, and I don't need foundation because my skin is so perfect. But as I say, it's hard for me to find foundation, let alone tinted moisturizer. And I know all the tinted moisturizers, and they're all yellow. So I've got a base on. There we go. And then they don't use a lot of, they're not into eyebrows, so that they would not spend 15 minutes on an eyebrow. So what I do is, I like Gimme Brow, and I use it in gray. Wait a second. And here, let me get my mirror. So I use Gimme Brow. I love Gimme Brow. It's the only, it's the only kind of brow gel in gray. I think they need to make more of them. There are more women with gray hair than there have ever been. So I'm going to let you decide how much eyebrow you want. But I'm just putting, if you want to put more in, but boy, does this go fast if you don't spend hours on your eyebrows. But you do have to have eyebrows. You do. Okay, so we've got eyebrows. Then I use Painterly by MAC. And that's, wait a second. And that just kind of covers up the discoloration on your on your eyelids. So I've got Painterly by MAC. And I just use it all. Do you see how it kind of evens up the colors? Yeah. Do you see how it lightens and brightens and evens up? But yet it isn't an eyeshadow. And Painterly comes in a number of different colors. And it even has one with sheen. One thing I'm going to do, and the French do, but they don't make a big deal of it. If they have dark circles under their eyes, it's fine. They have dark circles. They don't make a big deal out of it. They just cover them up. So I'm using a little bit of Bobbi Brown corrector, and it's in like pink, and it just goes in the crevices, in the canyons. Done. How fast is that? The one thing you do want to cover up is that those dark hollows right here. That's you don't want that darkness there. But there, eye makeup done. They do love eyeliner, and they usually use black. I think that black's a little hard on this 81-year-old. Oh, have you subscribed? If you would you please hit the red button and subscribe, and the red bell to be notified when I download a video. And the subscription really helps because it lets YouTube know that you're interested in my content. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use brown. This is Makeup Forever, and wait a second. So it's Makeup Forever's pencil. Okay, and so I'm going to tight line. I go right underneath. If you want, and I only go about a quarter. I go about a quarter underneath. When I cover the whole thing, it looks too much on me. Okay. Did I sound a little bit like Julia Child? I love Julia Child. Oh, my goodness. I love the movie. I've been watching the television series. It doesn't thrill me as much as the movie, but it has some interesting aspects that I didn't know about. Okay. Now, if you want, you could also line it up on top. You know, just excuse me, a couple of lines, and you could kind of mush it in. But again, you don't want it perfect. You want it to look lived in. And in fact, the French also like their hair to look lived in. They like their hair to look like they just woke up, and this is the way they look when they wake up. So we can do that with eyes also. We don't want it to be perfect. We want it to be a little offhand, as if we were so wonderful that we don't even need to be that perfect with makeup, because we're perfect already. Or if we're not perfect, we like what we are, we like who we are, and we're fine with whatever way we look, which is a great attitude if you think about it. Now, when I used to buy mascara, they'd always ask me, do you want it volumizing? Do you want it lengthening? And I'd say, I want it both. I want it all. But you know what? I don't want that anymore. I want it volumizing. I want it to look like I've got thick, messy eyelashes, that they're so thick that they're thick. So I'm trying out various mascaras, and the latest one, this one that I've tried is by Anastasia. And what I like is that I can get the small size, because you know you're supposed to change mascaras about every 3 months so that they don't get all messy and have bacteria in them. Okay, so I'm putting on, I'm getting it on my bangs. I'm putting on my mascara, And I'll probably put on, what would you say, 2, 3, maybe 4 layers, right? Because you need to get it thick. And you know the best mascara is the newest mascara. So when you buy small sizes, trial sizes, then you can keep on doing it. Okay. So eyes are done. There's no transition. There's no worrying about are my eyes hooded. There's none of that. Eyes are done. Fast, right? Next, the big thing. So French women do not like blush. They don't wear blush. They wear bronzer. They want to look healthy. They think the most important thing is to look healthy, not rosy-cheeked, not like a clown, but healthy. Interesting, they want to look like they just got back from Saint-Tropez. So I went around trying bronzers, and they were all too yellow on me. There's a fabulous bronzer, the one that every makeup artist adores, and it's by Chanel, and it's Le Beige, and it's too yellow for me. Maybe this summer I'll get tan, and it'll never happen. But just because I mean, I always wear an SPF, but maybe I'll get a little bit of color, a little tan. I don't really tan, I get red. But if you wait long enough, it gets tan. So but I found one that works for I don't have warm skin, for my cool skin. And it's called Stone Street, and it's by Bobbi Brown. So I'm using the Bobbi Brown, this is her bronzer brush. Wait a second. And I'm putting it on just where the sun shines, where I would get a tan. So that's on my cheekbones. Wait a second. Whoops, making a mess. On my cheekbones. Look. On my nose. On my chin. And along the jawline so that you don't see all the sagging. Do I look healthy? That's it. My makeup is done. It looks fresh. It looks fresh. It looks youthful. It's done. And that's how the French, now, oh, wait, I forgot one thing. Lipstick. So, but this is the look that the French like, and this is the look that my husband has noticed, and I love it. I've been able to go out so quickly. If I weren't talking, I don't know how long this has taken, but if I weren't talking, this would have been done in 5 minutes. Maybe less, maybe a little more. Now, the big deal is lipstick. So with this look, you know that the French wear a lot of red lipstick. The last time I was in France, I was in a bus, and we were going to a friend's home for lunch, and I remember looking back, and there was a woman on a bike wearing a leopard, a fake leopard coat, and the brightest, shocking pink lipstick I've ever seen. I've never forgotten it. So, notice I don't have a lot of eye makeup on. So, because I don't have a lot of eye makeup on, I can put lipstick on, and I can put a fabulous red. And the one I'm going to do today it's called Cherry Crush, and it's by Tom Ford. It's fabulous. Wait till you see. Now, I know some people have problems with lips, if of it running. I would either put on, some kind of a wax barrier, or get a red pencil and use a red pencil and then put a gloss over it. But this is Cherry Crush by Tom Ford. Wait till you see it. What do you think? Bonjour. Is this not the French, coq au vin? Chocolat soufflé? What do you think? I love it. I've been wearing it every day and loving the look. I hope you do too. I hope you'll give it a try. And good after. Well, no, I should say bonjour. Thank you for watching.